Yeah guys, so in this video I'll be telling you the rules for finding complementary form. We have discussed complementary form and particular integral in the previous video. So what are rules for finding the complementary function? So the first rule is that if alpha, beta or gamma are distinct real roots of equation, then you can write this complementary form as C1 alpha to the power n plus C2 beta to the power n plus C3 gamma to the power n, and so on. So these all rules will get clear further when I will show you examples. So be patient. Now the second point is that if they are repeated roots like a k number of times, like alpha 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 up to k times repeated root, then the complementary form is C1 plus C2n plus C3n square plus C4n cube, like this it goes on, alpha to the power n. And if n equals to, like if there are two roots which are repeated and one root which is not being repeated, then in that case you write complementary form as C1 plus C2n plus C3n square alpha to the power n, and for beta C4 plus C5n and beta to the power n. Okay, and then gamma is not repeated, then you write simply as C6y to the power n. The fourth rule is that if you get the root like this, alpha plus minus I beta, then in that case there is a formula for finding CF, that is r to the power n C1 cos n theta plus C2 sin n theta, where r can be found by this formula alpha square plus beta square root over, and theta can be found out by tan inverse of beta by alpha. So this I have told you these four rules. These will get clear through examples. I'll show you examples. So these are the examples. So first example is uk plus 2 minus 6 uk plus 1 plus 8 uk equals to 0. So writing this as, like k plus 2 you write e square, and in place of k plus 1 you write e, and in place of uk you, like this is a constant, you don't include e. So same thing is done. E square minus 6e plus 8, and then uk is taken common from every term, equals to 0. Now we have to form the auxiliary equation for this. Auxiliary equation is that in place of e you just write m, like replace e with m and equate this RHS to 0. So m square minus 6m plus 8 equals to 0. Find the roots, you will get m equals to 4 and m equals to 2. Now as far rule number 1 is considered, that alpha beta gamma are distinct real root, then CF equals to C1 alpha n plus C2 beta n. So here also the same thing has been done. C1 alpha here is first consider, it's like totally depends on you if you want to consider 2 or if you want to consider 4. So let us consider 2. So C1 2 to the power n plus C2 beta which is 4 to the power n. Alpha and beta can be interchanged. You can write first here 4 or here 2. So yeah. Next example, un plus 2 minus 2 un plus 1 plus un equals to 0. So do the same thing, right? In place of this e square minus 2e plus 1, and yeah, this should be, this is un plus 1 and this is plus sign and un. Yeah, so here it is 1 as you know, and un is common, equals to 0. This is nothing but e minus 1 to the whole square equals to 0. So forming the auxiliary equation, m minus 1 to the whole square equals to 0, m equals to 1 and 1. This is the repeated root case. So in repeated root case, what we do, we write it in this form, C1 plus C2n and alpha to the power n, because 2 times the roots are being repeated. So C1 plus C2n, alpha is 1 to the power n. So this is the example considering the different rule. So given yn plus 1 minus 2 yn cos alpha not n, sorry, plus yn minus 1 equals to 0. So you write yn plus 1 in place of yn plus 1 e, then 2, then cos alpha, then again, and in place of yn minus 1 you write e inverse, yeah, because 1 power is reduced here, so you write e inverse here. Now yn is common. Now multiply both sides by e inverse. Okay, so you get this. Now write the auxiliary equation for this, which is m square minus 2m cos alpha plus 1 equals to 0. Find root. You will get this, cos alpha plus minus I sin alpha. So r here is a root over of a square plus b square. What I have told, r should be like a square plus b square. So a here is cos alpha and b here is sin alpha. So cos square alpha plus sin square alpha root over, that is 1. Theta should be tan inverse b by a, that is tan inverse sin alpha by cos alpha, which is tan alpha. So theta equals to alpha. Now putting all these into the general form, yn r to the power n, c1 cos n theta plus c2 sin n theta. In place of r write 1, in place of theta write alpha, and this is your answer. Moving on to next question. I have given some hint. I have left this question for you. Just try to do it. So the equation, difference equation is yn plus 4 minus yn equals to 0. So hint here is, when you will write the auxiliary equation and find m, you should get plus minus 1 comma plus minus I. So now you will write CF. CF should be for plus minus 1, you know how to write, and for this plus minus I you write this. Here consider this as 0 plus or minus I and write this. So now find r, you should get 1, alpha is 0, beta is 1, and theta is pi by 2. So just try to find this all and see if you get the same answer or not. Now we have discussed the rules for finding CF. Now let us discuss how to find PI. So let us consider this as our difference equation. And now according to RHS, we just focus on RHS for finding PI, like in what form it is. So say suppose if our RHS is in the form of a k to the power n, then the solution for this is a k to the power capital A to the power kn. And if it is in any of these forms, that is a sin alpha n, b cos alpha n, or a sin alpha n plus b cos alpha n, then you write it as a sin alpha n plus b cos alpha n. I'll show you example and it will get clear. So say suppose we have this question, un plus 2 plus 5 un plus 1 plus 6 un equals to 6. Now for finding the CE, you just do what? Write the equation e square plus 5e plus 6un common equals to 6. Write the auxiliary equation m square plus 5m plus 6 equals to 0. Find m minus 2n minus 3 and follow the rules and find the CF. Yeah, so I guess no confusion till finding CF. Now for PI, what you have to do, write un equals to a, like consider it as a constant value. In question it is given 6, right? So consider it as a constant value. Then un plus 1 is what? A again, because it is a constant, it does not include any term with n. So un plus 2 will be a. So now putting all these value into our equation, un in place of un plus 2, un plus 1 and un, you will get somewhat like this. Okay. So using this, find the value of a. You will get 1 by 2. So what is un? 1 by 2, right? So complete the solution, which is CF plus PI. CF you have already found, and PI plus A is 1 by 2. Yeah, so I hope it's getting clear. I'll show more examples.